No player has as many goals at World Cup finals as German striker Miroslav Klose, who scored 16 times in 24 appearances across 4 separate tournaments. Klose made his World Cup debut in the 2002 tournament in Japan and South Korea and got off to the best start possible, scoring a hat-trick in Germany's emphatic 8-0 win over Saudi Arabia in the Sapporo Dome. Klose's 16 World Cup goals came from just 63 shots, a phenomenal record of converting 25.4% of his shots across the 4 tournaments he played in. Whilst Ronaldo no longer holds the record as top scorer at the World Cup, his tally of 15 goals in just 19 appearances across 3 tournaments is rightly admired. His debut World Cup tournament came in 1998 with 4 goals in 7 appearances across the tournament in France. He won the Golden Boot with 8 goals in 7 games in 2002 World Cup, including both strikes in the 2-0 final victory over Germany in Yokohama, in which he won the Man of the Match award. Forming a lethal attack alongside Rivaldo and Ronaldinho, Brazil's success in the tournament never looked in doubt. In 2006 World Cup, he scored 3 goals in 5 games before Brazil's exit to host nation Germany in the quarterfinals, taking his overall tally in World Cup final tournaments to 15, a record at the time, overtaking Gerd Muller's record that had stood since 1974, 14 goals. Gerd Muller managed to score 14 goals in just 2 World Cup tournaments, with his 10 goals on the way to winning the Golden Boot in the 1970 World Cup, one of only 3 occasions that a player has hit double figures in a single edition. The West German striker scored in each of his first 5 World Cup appearances, including back-to-back hat-tricks in games against Bulgaria and Peru at Mexico 1970. Muller scored in every game at the 1970 World Cup up to and including the semi-final defeat to Italy, 2 goals, but failed to score in the third, fourth playoff against Uruguay. The 1974 World Cup saw Bayern Munich record scorer Muller add 4 more goals in 7 appearances, including the winning goal in the 2-1 victory over the Netherlands in the final in his own fans at the Olympia Stadion in Munich. The record for the most goals in a single World Cup finals belongs to French striker Just Fontaine, who scored 13 goals in 6 matches at the 1958 tournament. This was the only ever World Cup tournament that he played in, but he certainly made it count. He scored in every single one of his 6 appearances at the 1958 tournament in Sweden, with his 13 goals more than double the next highest scorers at the finals that year, Pelé and Helmut Rahn, both with 6 goals. Despite his phenomenal record in 1958, where he scored 57% of France's 23 goals, he could only help his nation achieve third place, after losing in the semi-finals to eventual winners Brazil. Pelé ranks 5th for the most goals scored at World Cup finals, with his tally of 12 across 4 tournaments. Whilst he never won a Golden Boot award, he did win the Best Player award at the 1970 World Cup thanks to 4 goals and 6 assists on the way to helping Brazil to the title, one of 3 World Cup tournaments won by Pelé, a record tally. Not only was Pelé the youngest player to ever score in a World Cup final, when he netted against Sweden in 1958 at 17 years and 249 days old, he is the youngest player to ever play in a World Cup final. Pelé remains the record men's scorer for Brazil in international football with 77 goals, although Neymar is now only 3 goals away from equaling this tally for Brazil, 74.